Right, okay, so I'm doing a Would You Rather video. I got this idea from Joe Bartolozzi, so, yeah, and also, I mean, it's Would You Rather, it's kind of something everyone makes a video about at least once. Yeah, I'll just get into it, I don't have much to say here. So the first question is, would you rather be able to instantly create any artwork for profit, or be able to instantly repair any broken item for profit? I'm leaning more towards this one, simply because that's actually helpful. Like you could do it for profit, but you could also do it to repair things for yourself. So I'm gonna go for this one. Let's go. First try. Make plants grow very quickly, or be able to make it rain whenever you wanted. Why would you want it to rain? No, I'm going with make plants grow very quickly. I failed. Perform for an audience of 100,000 people, or perform a private concert for your idol. I mean, I feel like I'd be better off doing this one, but it is your idol at the same time, so it's less people, sure, but it's still, you know, it's still quite a big thing to try and impress that person. I would go for 100,000 people, because, like, what if your idol's also a musician? Like, they'll know when you're screwing up. So, like, nah, I'd rather do an audience for 100,000 people, because they might not know. Oh my god. I just skipped the last question by accident, but we have this one. Speak like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader. I mean, Darth Vader's breathing sounds cool. Yoda's backwards talking is just whatever. Like, I'd rather breathe like Darth Vader, that's cool. Oh, come on, what? Don't change your socks or your underwear for a month. I mean, both of those are disgusting. Like, I don't think, I don't want to pick either of these. I mean, if I had to pick one, like, I'd go with socks, but I would rather not pick either of these. Yeah, but I'm not even surprised. Like, I got 5 in a row. Not really. I just did 5 in a row. Sleep in your parents' bed for life, or cry each time you meet someone's gaze. What if your parents are dead? Like, I know that sounds dark, but like, what if your parents are dead? Like, I mean, then it would just kind of be a bad one, no? But cry every time you meet someone's gaze, that would be so inconvenient. Like, you wouldn't be able to do anything. Like, you wouldn't be able to do anything outside. That would suck. I'll go with this one just because, or you know what, I don't know. I mean, no one could know that you sleep in your parents' bed. Like, I don't think they'd know. You know what I mean? This one, like, they'd know. I'll go with this one just because there's no way people would know that you do. Okay, I got it. That was a hard one. Live in a huge mansion alone, or live in a modest apartment with loved ones. I'm going with the apartment. That just makes more sense to me. So you couldn't invite people to your mansion, but I mean, this one, like, I mean, you can stay. You don't need to have a big house. You know what I mean? To have fun. I mean, you could invite your loved ones to the mansion, but you know, eat a live insect every day, or drink a glass of pond water every day. I hate insects, so I'll do not heartbeat. Always owe someone a small amount of money, or always be owed by a small amount of money by someone. Okay, why would you pick red? You're just giving money away all the time, but this one you're getting money all the time. Like, it's probably selfish, but give me that money. Eat a hamburger or a Philly cheesesteak. What the fuck is a Philly cheesesteak? It's like a Philadelphia thing. I don't know what that is. I'm looking it up right now. A cheesesteak is a sandwich made from thinly sliced pieces of beef stick and melted cheese in a long hoagie roll. A popular regional fast food is produced in the American city of Philadelphia. That sounds. I mean, I feel like I'd like that. I feel like I'd like that, honestly. I feel like I'd like this one. Have an open relationship or a monogamous relationship. This is just kind of like a personal thing. I mean, I'd rather lean towards this one. I don't care if people do have, like, you know, open relationships, but I personally want a monogamous relationship. Or I would want one. Personally. Stop climate change or end all wars on Earth. But like, I guess there's like, if I could pick both of these, I would. These are both like serious problems. If I pick one of these, it's gonna be like, oh, well, you don't care about the other one, and it's like, yeah, I do, but I can't answer both. Now I'll do End All Wars on Earth, but I mean, you could do things for climate change after. Which I mean, like, I don't know how specific these questions are. Explore space, the ocean space. I have thalassophobia, I can't do that. Have a cute, well-balanced child, or well-behaved child that stays at age you're choosing for their entire life, or a child that develops from a baby to 18 years old in 2 years and then ages normally. What? And I feel like this one would be more helpful, because the baby's, like, he barely get any sleep, so crying all the time, you have to spend loads of money on, like, nappies and stuff. No, I go for this one. Yeah. So I thought, like, that, of course I'd want that. Eat tacos or eat sushi? I don't think I've had either of these. So, I mean, I'll go with tacos, because I know what's in tacos, and they just, I don't know. I think I'd rather have that first, and then have sushi later. Well, I mean, that's not to say I'd never have sushi, it's not something I know very much about. Be the absolute strongest person in your sport, be the absolute most flexible person in your sport. I don't do sports. So, I mean, like a sport by choosing. So I could be like a really good footballer or something. I might go strongest. Okay, that's kind of a weird one. That's a weird one for me, I don't know. Compete in every summer Olympic sport or compete in every winter Olympic sport. I feel like winter would be easier, because like summer it's like hot, and you're like out running and like doing all this stuff. I would go with winter. Okay, well I mean I feel like that's something that's kind of that's like, you know, whatever. Be forced to express yourself in rhymes for the rest of your life, or forced to repeat the last word for each sentence that is said to you. Okay, what else? Okay, this is again dark. What if someone says a slur to you? Do you have to repeat it? Do you have to say it yourself after? I'll go with this one. Right, I could be like Dr. Seuss, you know, and like, you know, make a career out of it. Be under attack by zombies or by Martians. Okay, well, how do you kill? Okay, well, you can kill zombies. Like you just you take their head off, and then they can't do anything. Unless it's like certain zombies. There's probably some zombies out there that could, like, someone's probably fought up zombies that can like move with their head detached. I don't know. Martians, Martian, that can mean like anything. Like they could take that though. Like, what if you cut their head off and they just take it and they just like reform the whole body? Like, I'd rather go for zombies. I feel like I know what I'm doing with zombies more. Be the only human left on Earth, or be surrounded by humans but unable to communicate with them. I mean, I'd much rather be alone, because then there's, at least you're not, like, looking at people and, like, trying to talk to them, and then it doesn't matter, because you can't talk to them. I'd much rather just be completely alone at that point. So, like, there's not really, it's like the illusion of the choice, like, that you could do it. Like, nah, I'd much rather do that. Only be able to text and emojis for the rest of your life, or have the low storage space notification pop up on your phone every day. I basically have this anyway, or at least I had this for a couple of years. I basically had this. My phone was really low on storage, I had loads of TikToks and stuff downloaded. I could probably manage this. Honestly, I could put up with it. Go to outer space or the center of the Earth. Because the center of the Earth is just like lava and stuff. It's like just super hot, like heat and like, well, it's not heat, but like it's like super hot like lava. It's not really a lot to say. I feel like space would be more interesting. Yeah, like you already know what the center of the Earth looks like. You can just you can look it up. Be best friends with Zendaya, but Tom Holland hates you. Or be best friends with Tom Holland, but Zendaya hates you. I don't really know like either of these people. Like I know them, but like I haven't really watched anything they're in. I guess I watched like Infinity War, and Tom Holland was in that. I'm pretty sure. But I'll go with this. I mean, I don't really know much about Tom Holland. I feel like it's whatever. Have to lick yourself clean like a cat, or only take one shower per month. I don't know. Like, this one's disgusting. Having like that Nova Online like hygiene. Even like that's actually better than his. But licking yourself clean like a cat, I mean, that doesn't sound horrible. And also, I like cats. Yeah, I'll go with this one. I like cats. Whatever. I mean, I like cats, so that doesn't really bother me too much because I like cats. Stay in bed all day or stay up all night. I mean, I think staying up all night, you could, like, if you drink a lot of coffee or something, you could theoretically, be ready for the next day, sort of. You wouldn't get a lot done because you'd still be exhausted, but I mean, you could manage staying up all night. I've done it before. We've all pulled an all-nighter at least once. You could like stay up and watch a movie or something. Spend a day as a mega famous pop star, or spend a day as an esteemed award-winning director. I mean, what if it's like, what if you're like a director, you're not directing anything at the moment, you're just kind of like, the only thing anything about pop star is like, always work. I feel like a musician is always working on something, so I'd rather do this, so you get to like, have like a look into someone's life. Cut off your right hand or your left hand. Okay, I'm right-handed, so this is an obvious one. Because I'm right-handed, so of course I might cut off my left hand. Share your location with everyone all the time or never be able to use GPS again. I mean, you could learn, like, I mean, what if you just don't really go too far? And yeah, the GPS used to not be a thing. You had to just rely on the road signs and stuff. I feel like I'd rather do this, and I don't want people to know where I'm at. What if I want to just, erase your worst memory or relive your best memory? Ooh, that's a hard one. If you erase your worst one, then you can just make, like, what if you have another really bad one? But reliving your best, you only get to do it like once. But like, that's gone forever. You know what I mean? I'd much rather go with this one, just because that worst memory is gone forever. You reliving your best memory, you're only doing it once, and then that's it. It's not really, like, it wouldn't be like a permanent thing. So I'd much rather do this. I can see why people would pick the other one though. That's a really tough one. Be convicted of a crime you didn't commit or kill and get away with it. I'd rather this one. I wouldn't be able to. I couldn't kill anyone. I could never kill anyone. That sounds really like I could never kill anyone. Like, nah, I'd rather, nah. 80%? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with 80%? What's going on? Have a pause button for your life or a rewind button. Oh my god. That's a really hard one. Like a pause button where you can like, sort everything out. But a rewind button so you can go back in the past. That's a tough one. I think I'd rather go for a rewind button. Because like pause, like then you could change your like stuff that happened in the past. Like if you have a pause button, you can't change what happened in the past. But if you have a rewind button, you could basically just do whatever you want, and then just have it like, you have to redo some stuff and like relive certain things, but you could stop certain things happening, or like and make good things happen. You know what I mean? But if you like failed a bank robbery, you could like go back and make sure you actually get the money. Like, not that I'd do that with it, but be emotionless or feel too much. I mean, that's just sad. I feel like the results of this one are gonna be sad. I feel like most people are gonna pick red. But if you don't feel anything, then you wouldn't want to do anything, so you'll never feel anything. They'll never make you feel better. Like, nah, I'd rather go for blue. Like, because, like, I'd rather feel something towards anything you do. Yeah, well, I guess more people picked blue. Be completely alone for 5 years or never be alone for 5 years. I want to go with red. And hear me out on this one. Because if you're never gonna be alone for 5 years, that's only 5 years. After that 5 years, you're just gonna be alone probably for a while. If you're completely alone for 5 years and then like, yeah, I wouldn't mess with you, and you'd be really lonely. But after that 5 years, you can have as many friends as you want after that. Like, I'd rather go with red. I can see why people either pick blue, but make a decision that benefits you but harms others, or one that benefits others but harms you. I mean, that's like a self-importance thing, but I'd much rather blue, honestly. I mean, and how much as well, like, I don't know. I go with blue. Why 64%? What? Be immortal or have 9 lives. Okay, the immortality is such like a complicated discussion. Like if you're immortal, everyone around you is gonna die, and you're gonna be by yourself forever. and there's nothing you can do because you're immortal. But if you have 9 lives, I mean, 9 lives, like, what, like, you get hit by a car and you survive, and then, you know, like, I'd rather have 9 lives, because that means you have a normal life, but, you know, you can afford to take some hits, you know. I'd rather have 9 lives, because being a war would suck. It would be horrible. Be poor in a rich country, or rich in a poor country. I mean, rich in a poor country, like, feels like the obvious one, because, I mean, you could be rich and then you could help everyone else. But, like, what if you're just, what if, like, I don't know, the money gets to your head and you just don't do it, and you try to make even more money off the poor people? The poor in a rich country. No, like, what poor in a rich country? What if no one helps you? What if they just walk past you and just don't care? You know. I'd rather be rich in a poor country for the first reason that I would like start like a couple businesses maybe, and like try to get people working and get them money, and then they can do that too, and then maybe try and fix the country. I don't know. That's a hard one. There's a lot of, you know, ways that could go. Accidentally send a spicy text to a family member or to your boss. I mean, a family member, like, you're always going to see a family member. As a family member, like, if every time you go to, like, I don't know, like a party or something, you're always going to see them. Like a boss, I mean, you could leave your job and never see them again. Like, I feel like boss, because you could leave your job and never see them again. Like, you know, that feels like it would make more sense. Be sick for the rest of your life or kill a kitten. I'm going sick for the rest of my life. I could never. I love cats. I could never. And like house sick as well. Well, like I have like, I don't know, something like I could never. I would take that over, and I would take over that. Be stuck in an elevator with 3 wet dogs or with 3 people who fart constantly. Well, for how long? So what, like an hour? I'm stuck in the elevator. Like what? Like how long? There are 3 people who fart constantly. The 3 wet dogs, so if you just avoid them. Like, that's how big the dogs are. Like, if they're like a tiny wiener dog, then you can avoid them. But if, like, big dogs, then yeah, it would be tricky. 3 people who fart constantly. I'll go with the dogs. I'll go with the dogs, personally. I mean, yeah. I feel like that one's a bit, you know. Be stuck on an island with a killer, or stuck in the ocean with hungry sharks. Again, thalassophobia. No, I'm not even gonna entertain that one. Build something good or destroy something bad. What if you build something good to destroy something bad? Like, build something good, like, what does that mean? Like, you could build, like, a charity or something. Or destroy something bad, you could destroy, like, an evil company, or, like, some kind of, like, cult or something. What if you build something that takes down cults? Do you know what I mean? I'd rather go build something good, because then you could also do blue, I think, with the red. That didn't really make sense, but you could do something with the first option to do the second option too. Want to know when you die or when the person you love dies? Neither of the I can't answer this. This is a really tough one. I wouldn't want to know either of these. Like, so you could like know if they're gonna die before you. Well, you wouldn't, because it would only be them. I'm not sure. I feel like when you die, you could like cross everything off your bucket list. You could like do everything you would know how much time you have to do everything you'd want to do before you kick the bucket. So I'm gonna go red for that reason, because knowing when someone else dies, like what are you gonna do? Tell them? Like I don't want to tell them. Like, no, I'd rather, because then you could like, you know, butcher your own meat for the rest of your life, or never eat meat again. I mean, you could get good at it and start at butchers. Like, and never eat meat again. That'd be so difficult. There's so many things that are classed as meat. Like, it would be literally impossible. Like, I'm going red. Like, that would be impossible. Change your religion or change your political party. I mean, I can't really... Thing is, I don't really, like, align with anything in both of these groups. Like, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but... You know, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like... Well, what am I gonna do then? I guess I'll go change my religion. I don't know. I guess I could go change my religion, but I don't even know what my religion is. So, like, I don't even know. Always be overdressed or underdressed. Okay, well, like, underdressed, like, that's, like, you know, people might be looking at you. Overdressed, you might get a little hot. Like, or, like, sweaty, because you're putting, like, a jacket on or something. I'm gonna go overdressed, because, I mean, you could go in a place with AC, or something, or, like, get a fan, like one of those, like, tiny fans, with, like, the batteries. Fight a bear with a butter knife, or a wolf with your bare hands. I mean, like, with a butter knife, what are you gonna do? He's just gonna scratch you, and, like, it's gonna be over in, like, 2 seconds. A wolf with your bare hands, like, you could, like, try to grab it or something. Like, I don't think I could win in either of these situations. I guess I'll go blue, because I already know a butter knife's not gonna do anything, but if I can give myself more of a chance, then I'll take it. People agree with me again. Freeze to death or burn to death? Well, what does, I don't, what, like, people say burn to death is, like, the worst thing ever, but, like, I don't know what freezing to death actually feels like. Like, or, like, I've never, like, I'd rather freeze to death, because then you wouldn't be able to feel it in a way. I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, burning to death, you'd feel a lot more than freezing to death. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like that's how that would work. Alright, I'm only gonna do a couple more, but this one's get paid for reading books or watching TV. I mean, I would have, like, an entire, like, property full of books if I could get paid for reading books. But it's also much easier to watch TV. I mean, and also I kind of want to get back into reading, so I'm gonna go with this one. That's probably a less popular option, but I would much rather do that. Always feel like you're about to sneeze but can't, or have a permanent itch that you can't scratch. It'd be like the boy who cried wolf of red, because when you do need to sneeze, you're gonna just think, oh, it's just, you know, I'm not gonna sneeze, and then you will. But a permanent itch, you know, there's not really a reason unless you have, like, chicken pox or something. So I'm gonna go blue. I'll go with blue. That probably doesn't really make as much sense, but, you know. Give up showering or bathing for a month, or give the internet. I'll give up the internet for a month. I'm going blue. I would honestly, I would have no problems doing that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I could just play video games with no internet on. Have a photographic memory, or be able to forget anything you want. Well, can you still forget things anyway? Like, can you just forget things anyway, or do you choose what to forget? Because personally, I'd probably not forget a lot of things. Like, a photographic memory would be very effective. Like, you could just, like, read your notes, and then, like, you would pass all your exams and stuff. You could, like, do really well academically and stuff. I'd much rather go for red, because you could actually make something out of that. People agree with me. Be constantly tired no matter how much you sleep. I already live that. Or constantly hungry no matter what you eat. I mean, I basically already do red. Or at least I was doing red for, like a couple of years in, like, high school. Like, I was fucking tired all the time. I mean, I could probably handle this one. But hungry no matter what you eat sounds horrible. Like, I'll go with red. I mean, I feel like I could manage red a lot more, because I've already almost been there. But without YouTube or TikTok, I don't use TikTok. It's the easiest question ever. I don't even use TikTok. I don't even use TikTok anymore. It's easy. I have to publicly share your search history, your camera roll. Well, there's nothing weird in my camera roll. Or my search history. Obviously. I mean, camera roll's easy. And my search history, I never have anything in my search history. Like, because I always just delete it. Because, like, I delete it at the end of every day. Because it's just videos and stuff. Unlike YouTube. I mean, it looks weird if you don't pick search history. I'll do search history. Oh, you can all have a look. You can all have a look. There's nothing weird there. Save one person you love from a burning building, or save 100 strangers. For the greater good, I'd go 100 strangers. For the greater good. Like, I know it looks bad, but, like, it's for the greater good, because that's, like, I mean, that's more people. This is the last one I'm doing. Have an extremely high IQ, but be socially awkward, or be extremely charismatic, but have a low IQ. I mean, if you have a high IQ, then you could, you know, you do whatever you want, but you're just shy, or, like, socially awkward. That feels like it would be a way better trade. Like, being extremely charismatic but being stupid is like, well, what the fuck are you gonna do then? You'll have lots of friends, but that's it. You can't, like, do anything for yourself, really. So I'd rather go red. Okay, that's the end of the video. I had a bit of time, and I was like, hey, I'll record something real quick. I don't know if I'll do something like this again. Maybe I'll like try and do like a certain like challenge or something with it, you know, like the Bean Boozled video, the Dance Down did a while ago. Maybe I'll do something like that. I know you can't see me, but you know, you have to just believe me. But yeah, that's the end of the video.